Night, so I'm making this fast and tasty. We're making lasagna. I start by browning my ground beef, and we're going to build on the seasoning. So I start with some Greek seasoning and some fresh garlic, and I go ahead and get that garlic nice and browned. I'm making this easy, remember? So instead of making a fresh sauce, I'm going to use a jarred tomato sauce with some water, and then we're going to go ahead and build up those flavors again with some more seasonings. We got salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, and then I know this is controversial, but I add a little bit of sugar, just a little bit, to help to bring those flavors out. And then we're going to boil down this sauce until it's nice and tender, because you really want it to melt into your mouth. Then we're going to start with our cheese mixture. Y'all, the store was out of ricotta cheese, but they had cottage cheese. So I used some cottage cheese with some provolone mozzarella mix. I added some fresh grated Parmesan cheese, 1 egg, and we're going to season this as well. We're going to use salt, pepper, garlic powder. Also use a dash of nutmeg, because this is just going to add like a bit of complexity to it. And then some Italian seasoning, and we're going to mix that up very, very well, because we're going to use this and layer up our lasagna. Again, remember, I'm making this easy. So instead of boiling noodles, I found these oven-ready pasta sheets. So that's what we're using today. We take a pan and we layer down first some of our meat sauce. After the meat sauce, we're going to add a layer of those ready-made noodles. So you don't have to boil them, they cook in the oven. So put down as many as will fit your pan. And then we're going to first start with layering some of that ricotta cheese mixture, or the cottage cheese mixture. After the cheese mixture, we're going to add some of that meat sauce. And after the meat sauce, we're going to sprinkle on some more of that mozzarella provolone mix. We're going to add another round of those noodles, some more of the cheese mixture, more of the meat sauce, and some more of that shredded cheese. And you're just going to continue to layer and build up that lasagna until you're basically out of your meat sauce and your cheese mixture. And then at the end, you're going to put down a nice layer of the cheese so that it gets nice and bubbly on top. We're going to cover this with some aluminum foil, and we're going to put this in the oven at around 375 degrees for about 30 minutes. You're then going to take the aluminum foil off and bake for another 10 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. After that, it should be ready, and we're going to go ahead and serve it. So we take some of that lasagna and we plate it. We also made some corn on the cob, and we made some broccoli. And this was very delicious, and it was easy, y'all, for a weeknight.